All right. Hopefully it's going live now. It is. Okay, so we are entering the third hour of the Black Lives Matter fundraiser. This slot of time, I'm going to be playing Aurion, Legacy of the Aurion, which is a video game that is actually made by Kuro Studios, which is actually out of Cameroon. So this game was not made in the United States, but actually outside of the US. So that is pretty cool. I'm not sure if this is working for anybody. It should be working for me, but it has not yet arrived on my phone, so maybe my phone is just being a little laggy. So, just a little background in case you have not seen the first 2 hours of the fundraiser. I am raising money for Black Lives Matter, bail funds, community organizations, and all the above. I'm donating to the Act Blue organization, which has a fund that is going to be sending out all donations to over 70 different organizations around the country, which is pretty cool, if I do say so myself. So, anybody that donates, today I will be matching their donations as well. So if you donate $20, I will then also donate $20. So in essence, your $20 turns into $40. So I hope that people donate. We had, Travis says he doesn't see anything. Maybe it's not working. I might have messed this up a little bit, so we will see what's going on. Okay. It is up, apparently. So for some reason, Travis is not seeing it, but I see you, Paul, so thank you for joining me. So it's working somewhat, so that's good. I am going to hopefully follow along. Yes, it is up. Okay. For some reason, it didn't send me a notification, but that is okay. We're here. I see it now. Cool. So let's get started then. For some reason, it didn't want to work before, but that is okay. So I am playing Aurion, Legacy of the Aurion. It is from a group called Kuro Games. That's what it is. Kuro Games. And it's out of Cameroon, actually. So as of now, we have a total of $265. Yes. Yeah, my friend Stephanie donated between these live streams. So we have $10 more coming into this. Hopefully we can get up to that $500 mark. We will see. So this game has a very King's Quest kind of 90s adventure game vibe to it, which I really like. So you play as Enzo, who is going to become king of Zama, and he is nervous about it, and he is what these donations are going to. I did that, but I think it might have cut out, so I will refresh everybody on what these donations are going to. So these funds that I am asking people to donate, these will go to the Act Blue Fund, which is an organization that is hosting a fund that will be sent out to over 70 organizations around the U.S. that work for bail funds, which will get people out of, pay their bails for protesting. They go to people who work with Black Lives Matter, and also other community aid organizations that just help with protest and also Black equity in the United States, which is awesome. So what's great about that is that I'm going to be... Hey, Allie, thank you for coming in again. what's great is I'm going to be matching everybody's donations. So if you donate, I will match your donation. So in essence, for however much money we get, I am going to be contributing that myself as well. And we will hopefully raise lots of money. So this game we are playing in the city of Zama. And we are playing as Enzo, who is to be the king. He is going to get married to his soon-to-be wife, Aurion, today. But first, he's got to go talk to the elder of the village because he is not feeling secure. He's a little bit pressed because he doesn't know whether or not he can lead the village. So he's going to talk to the elder about some important things. So he is unsure of what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. So Zama looks... So the ancestors of Zama is the Kori Odan, which is where we get part of the name of the game from. And they led us away from the Red Veil, which sounds very imminent. Story pointed towards the right questions. Okay. And the role of the king guides them the union. Sages who can breathe Aurion into matter. So Aurion must be a kind of magic or like some kind of secret skill. And that's what makes Zama a sacred place. So this city has a lot of Aurion, probably related to the word aura, right? Something to do with magic. Uh-oh. What's going to happen now? Yeah, so it was developed in Cameroon. This company is from Cameroon. So, yep. I don't know too much about them, but I know that, so this is the game, and then the company that like owns the IP to this game, they also are making, I know they've made, I think 4 comic books based off the game at this point, or like off the lore of the video game. So, but I'm not sure if they've completed it yet, but they've definitely started making a comic book series based off the game. Anyway, so I am late for my wedding. What a surprise. It's kind of like the start of, your typical story starter where you wake up late, like in Legend of Zelda, or, something, you're late for something and you gotta go do something. That was a really bad description. Sorry, I'm tired. But what is exciting right now is that we're getting married at the palace. And when we get married, we will then be king. And so we'll be king. Erin Ihu. Reminds me of Broken Age. Yeah, it's kind of that same art style. What's really nice about it's like a throwback, but also it's kind of, being obviously the story that we're telling, and this kind of relates back to the nostalgia conversation we had the last game I was playing, which is Chrono Ghost, right? It's got this kind of nostalgic vibe to it. It kind of reminds me of games I played when I was a little kid. But obviously it's like very interested in telling, not being nostalgic for like the games of the stories of the games of the past, but trying to bring in kind of the aesthetic of the past to games that are telling a new story, particularly about a black heritage, black experience, or at least the experience that the creators have, their lived experiences. So they love each other, and it looks like the dad is not happy to see his kids kiss. Uh-oh. Something's happening. Radiants who are ransacking the huts. Okay. Do you want to handle that, Nama? I don't know about Nama. I don't know if she's bad, because she does not want to help out with protecting the city. Might have to be a little wary of her. The Aurion and his gang of robbers. So there are some robbers that are coming to loot the city, and I gotta defend against them. Oh, there we go. I was thinking about trying. I tried a couple of days ago to figure out how to put like a nice little backdrop behind me, but then I decided that it was not worth it. Like I was thinking about putting like some kind of poster or something behind me, but I'm already so warm that if you put any single speck of matter in this place, it would just get even more unbearable. So it looks like these guys are trying to take away a bunch of jack-o'-lanterns from our village. Those are jars. Uh-oh, one of them came to the palace. I don't know why these guys are so short. Maybe it's based off of... Maybe there's some kind of, like, you know, some kind of mythology or some kind of lore, you know, based around these shorter people. Could be like a story or something about them. Ooh, here we go. I like the drawings. The drawings are really cool, and it looks like, you know, they put a lot of effort into them, and it's got that comic book vibe, which kind of links it up to the, you know, comic series that they would do after this. Makes sense. Okay. Oh, time to beat these guys up. I like his little scream, just a little... We're dining in Zama. Alright, let's do this. So, we're finally starting our battle. Right, so from what I've heard about this game, it's like a balance of adventure, right, talking to people, solving, maybe, I don't know, solving puzzles. But then also there's this combat system, which, from what I've seen of it, it looks pretty cool. Alright, so the basics... So we're on a 2D plane here, okay, which is cool. And to really press X to perform basic action. Plus you can do air combos. RB to summon the spear. Okay. And I can also do some combat. Well, I can get video games out of the Cameroon and Estonia now. That's true. It's pretty cool that... Again, this is kind of harkening back to the conversation we had when I was streaming Chrono Ghost. Okay. But, one of the nice things about the, like, places like Steam and other, ooh, I can do a special move. One of the things that's nice about having this access online is that now a lot of these smaller game companies that maybe, you know, wouldn't have been able to market their product before, right? So, like, this... Say this company wanted to create this game and market it, it might have been a lot more difficult even 20 years ago just to get this, or 30 years ago, right, in the 1990s, to get this published or get somebody to back this up because they're in Cameroon and, like, it's a ways away from places like America or Japan. So that might make it a little more difficult, whereas now... Right, they can have this development studio, they can kind of stay within the society, or stay within the community that they live in, and they're still able to produce the games that they want to make, so they don't have to leave where they want to stay. They're able to stay there, while still making the games they want, and like, Steam and other platforms online let them... You know, the platform allows for them to kind of spread out what they want. So, that's cool. Ooh. Cool. Oh, and goo. I bet that was supposed to be good shape, but he said goo. Oh! Oh! What the heck? That came out of nowhere. I don't understand. Oh. Okay, so I'm guessing those guys were just kind of like comic relief things, and now it's like these are the real. I'm really enjoying this cutscene. I think it looks really great. These guys are the real threat. Moving to the Rhino phase. Alright. Got a little achievement there, too. Replenish my stamina and health. So I'm guessing that's going to be used with the control pad. Yep. Okay. Cool. Let's do this. Hold down right trigger and move left stick in any direction. Perform astral projection. Oh, fancy. Okay. Astral projection in the air, but can't be used to gain height. Okay. Perform a penetrating hit. This is this is getting more complex than I was expecting for it to like start out right away. Penetrating hits are a good way to. Okay, so it's gonna require stamina though. Now I finally got the notification that we're doing this live, so. Penetrating it with the same effects. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't like that they know how to use those too. I don't know if it phased out for you guys, but it phased out for me. The game. The video. So, my connection might not be the best. Well, that's cool. Alright. Oh! That completely, like, obliterated me, so that's cool. Okay, here we go. There we go. Everything looks good here. It might have just been my phone. Then, that was weird. Alright. So, like, now, I was gonna say the first battle was pretty simple, pretty easy peasy. So now it's getting a little more difficult. Okay. Juno's or either she's never. Okay. I wanted soldiers to find out what happened. Oh! That's cool. The information is coming from the cabbages. Okay. Again, it might be based on some kind of, mythical story or, mythology. And my soldiers were ambushed back here, so I should check out what they gotta say. Oh! I just got some items from them. What is this? I like that those cow. I'm not sure if that's hair or those are like drapes. I like those cows. That's all I see. Yeah. Like Travis just commented that, it's not. It's a fantasy. It's a fantasy game, right? So like it's very much informed by a lot of fantastical elements like the aura, right? The astral projection. It's a little, but it's not the same as, the magic world of like Harry Potter, for example, or definitely not the Tolkien-esque fantasy, right? It's being informed by different things. It's not just kind of remixing the same creatures and stories from of like the Western. I don't want to say Western, but like the more generally like Western idea of what fantasy is. There's some kind of aura around the palace. The lion cub. That must be the lion cub. Oh yeah, and you saw it with the word maneuver there, but this game originally is made in French. So all of the dialogue and everything is French because lots of history there, right? But basically France was one of many colonizers of Africa in the 1800s and 1900s, which of course is not Gucci. So it was originally made in French because I believe French is the dominant. Is that all? It's the dominant, way to language in Cameroon at this time, and a lot of other countries like Algeria, a lot of other places around that area in Africa because of colonialism and all that stuff. Okay. I have a feeling that Aurion is gonna be able to help me. France is experiencing protests right now, and I have a friend there. Her name's Bobby, and there's been a lot of protests there too, and there's been a lot of protests I've seen in Western Europe in general. I saw a video today from Berlin, and it was thousands, like tens of thousands of people in Berlin that were protesting, like entire, large city blocks literally packed to the gills with people. I would say that's probably one of the most surprising things. There are two group leaders. I have to stay focused at the time. Oop. They are not playing around when it comes to difficulty here. I would say that's one of the most surprising things because it's kind of, I don't want to say a cliche, but it's definitely kind of viewed, and I would say rightfully so, in many ways, that, American, what's going on in America is kind of a little detached from what's going on in Europe. I don't think that's 100% right all the time. Like, we've seen a lot of fascist people in America and Europe kind of also occurring. They're also coming into power, much as Donald Trump is right now. What's been really nice about this is that we've seen a lot of solidarity between many different countries that are not experiencing things in the same way. Right? So, like, the experience, we kind of talked about this when playing Chrono Ghost, the experience of racism in the United States is a little different than, the racism that people might experience in a country like Germany or the UK. Here comes Nama! She's gonna help. Alright, so she must be good. Right, it's a different experience, but it's also an experience that occurs there, right? There's still things that are set up. I know in Germany, for example, there are a lot in Western Europe and Eastern Europe right now. There's a lot of racism going on for Middle Eastern people, especially from groups from Syria that are coming to escape the civil war there. So, right, so the experience of racism is different there. First of all, this cutscene is awesome. It's just cool. Right, the experience is different, and it's not necessarily the same exact stereotypes and the same exact, it's not the same everywhere. But I think what's nice is we're seeing a lot of people come together to talk about, okay, that was cool. Talking about these issues that people are facing, and talking a lot about how it's, kind of built into the fabric of these countries. Because a lot of us, a lot of Western Europe and America and even Canada, and we've done a lot of really bad stuff in the world, and it's good to see people. You never confronted any other Aurionics except me. It's good to see people all over the world like acknowledging that and protesting against governments that don't want to acknowledge that. Okay, so Nama, I don't know. She's giving me weird vibes. I'm not sure about her. I have a feeling Nama's gonna come back. But something's going on with her. I wonder. Oh, okay, so she's helping. We'll dance. I don't know what she is, but she's cool. I like it. She's vibing. I like it. Okay, so now we're going to check on Aurion or Aaron or however you want to pronounce it. Looks like she is kind of hiding away. I've got a feeling that she's gonna, because like she's featured on the art and everything, so I have a feeling she's gonna be a pretty good fighter too. Okay. So this guy can do the special moves that I can do too. He's got the Aurion with him. My brother-in-law. So it's his sister. He's trying to get his sister. Oh, it sent you away. Oh. Oh, so he's thinking that Zama, the city, and then also Enzo, they're not really caring about the world. They're just trying to hide themselves away. Which, maybe, we don't know. Do you think you'd compete this game full game post stream? I don't know. I like the battles. I think the art style is really. I just really like the art style, and I like the cutscenes they do and the movements. It just seems to flow really well, and it feels good. I kind of talked about this in the podcast a couple of weeks ago, about like playing Super Mario Odyssey, and like it's got kind of that same thing where it just feels good to play. Okay, building up or focusing and using the information that permeates it. There's unlocked to see playthroughs. Press LB. Yeah, I am. Why is it not working? Oh! There we go. Okay. I get this now. move the left stick down. Oh, that's cool. So I can regain it pretty quickly by holding that. I probably shouldn't be doing that while he's guarding himself. Okay. There we go. Okay. Oh! That was not the best time to do that. Legacy disconnected. That's what I want to do. Okay, here we go. There we go. This is, like, really intricate. It's more intricate than I expected. But I'm really enjoying it. Okay. Right, because when you see this kind of art style, you just don't... Right, you're expected to... You expect something like... Right, you expect something like Sam and Max or something. So it's cool that this is kind of messing with expectations a little bit. It's definitely not like anything I've played before. Not in like a... Oh! Just in like, it's interesting how the... Yeah, it's like Travis was just posted, it's kind of like a mini Street Fighter. But with also, you know, incorporating some elements of RPG and even, I don't want to say a JRPG style, but definitely, because like, right, because not every move is available all the time, and you need to have special... So it's got an interest... Oh! I don't like that. Oh, it's one of those I was supposed to lose, I'm guessing. I haven't built an ultimate legacy yet. Image. So this guy, Ngarba, is thinking that Enzo cannot handle it. So I've got to prove myself. Our duel is an Aurionic communion above all else. Jeez. I don't know what's gonna happen. Oh, here she is! She's got this. I'm not worried about her. She knows what's up. She's got his back. Oh yeah. Here we go. while manually increasing my AP. Okay. So I've got this new thing. Experience increases performance. Oh! I definitely did not mean to press B, so I don't know what's going to happen. Manually fill your... Just use the combination from the menu, bottom right. Okay. Ooh, here we go. Cool. Move the stick to recharge your AP. Here we go. Sorry, I am not providing as much commentary this time because I'm like trying to figure this out. Oh! Okay. I'm pressing down B. Maybe I can't do that yet. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Up. Shoot. Do you think you'll do more streaming in the future? I like it. I enjoy it. I don't know. Oh. Hello? I died. Is this also on Steam? Yes, it is. This is also on Steam. And there should be a link for it. There's a link to the website I put in the description. That links to like the website that has the game and the comic books and all that stuff on there, but it is on Steam. I kind of like streaming. I enjoy it, but I think this is a little too story oriented for me. I kind of like what I liked about Chronicles is that it let me kind of talk about other things without having to worry about like a story, whereas now it's like I want to listen to the story, so I don't really know. Okay, now I'm actually going to try doing this and like actually do it right. Okay, you need to use Aurionic as much as possible to unlock the third one. Do a story. When Ultimate Legacy is available, a meter appears underneath Enzo representing the meter. Okay. So that meter under me's got to be full before I can use the Choreodon. Gotcha. Alright, let's do this. Here we go. Travis, I agree. Playing a game that I already played, I have this kind of weird fascination with PokeTubers right now. I think it's because I did my thesis on it, and so like I've spent way too much time talking about Pokemon that I'm just kind of like fascinated by all the fake drama and everything that is occurring with them. It's just like crazy. So games I'd recommend in my research. So it kind of depends on what you would want, right? So like obviously not everybody will like everything. I would say what has happened recently is that Pokemon has been very, very, very disappointing, and we actually next Friday have a video coming out about it, and we're going to release it just in time for the DLC for Sword and Shield to come out, and we're going to talk about it. So one thing I've actually found really what I've liked a lot in my research is that I've researched a lot of fan games. Those have been really interesting to me because it's interesting to me to like see how not what I wanted. How like what fans like out of the games that they with the that they base their work off of. So, like I've played a lot of Pokemon fan games just because I think it's interesting what people like about it and what people don't like about it. And a lot of people are just like, we want something that's like actually difficult, which sounds like a lot, but oh, there we go. So I've actually played a lot of them, and those have been really interesting to me. So I've played games. My thesis was about Pokemon Reborn, which was made by like a game of queer developers, which was interesting because of the story and everything. But there's been a lot of great fan games out there that are centered on Pokemon. Just because like the formal series or the official series is kind of disappointing at this point. That it's cool to look to what other people are doing in terms of like actually making an experience that you can play beyond just like what the official routes give you. I'm trying to think of other games. In my research, I've mostly focused on Nintendo games because I just find them the most interesting in terms of kind of the cultural interaction. So I've loved that. But recently, a game I've played that I've really enjoyed. What am I thinking of? I just played the Spyro Collection on PS4, which was really fun. And that was just kind of lighthearted because I played a lot of dialogue heavy games this past year. Like I played a lot the game Disco Elysium is like so good, but it's so heavily focused on dialogue. And I spent a lot of time on that. I spent a lot of time on the Danganronpa series, which was also very good. But I'm like, I kind of wanted to just do a couple of games that really you don't have to worry about dialogue at all. So I played the Spyro game. Ooh, Yodas. Those must be like coins. Won't find it. Okay, we're going this way. There we go. So Spyro's been really fun. I'm trying to think of what other games. I don't know what I've been playing recently. I guess right now. So I've been playing Animal Crossing, and that's been great. Ooh, Figure Jetty. So we are not in Zama anymore. Yes, to streaming more in the future. This is, Paul, this is my first time. Today is my first day, like, officially streaming. And I'm kind of in a really janky setup right now. So it's exciting to do it for the first time. But I really would like to do games that I've done before, because then I don't have to, worry as much about, like, trying to understand what's actually going on in the game. And I can more so just kind of focus on doing the commentary stuff. Oh! Wait, what did that do? I did not want that. Everyone starts somewhere. Yeah. Everyone does start somewhere, and I'm starting from the basement. The cupboard under the stairs. Yeah, Persona's really heavy on the dialogue too. Danganronpa definitely is. That one's really fun, and it's really great. But yeah, really dialogue heavy. And this game is, I wouldn't say dialogue heavy, but there's a story behind it, Nama, there is something about her. I don't know what yet, but there's something about her. But I feel like in general, I would probably do better at games where like there isn't as much story. Okay, so I've been exiled from my kingdom. Okay, so Ungarba definitely kicked me out. Oh! I like her. She is very much Travis. Yes to the Mario Party stream, 100%. We should do that as soon as you get here because that would be fun. And also the audience loves it. I like this Nama. She does not care about like saying things to make him feel good. She's just telling the truth. I like the water though. The water in the background. It's just a cool effect to it. It's really simple, but it's really effective. Here comes Mama. Actually, we need to never do that live. Yeah, we shouldn't do it live, but we should definitely play Mario Party together. Oh, oh, she is ready for battle. She's ready to go. Too raw, too real, too real. Mario Party stream could not. They could not. The club could not even handle us right now. That is definitely what I have to say about that. Which means the wall of the heart. Cool. The world could never. No, we need to play Mario Party again, but we can not live stream it. I can add a little extra filter to it or something for all the swearing, probably at least, because we don't want to get demonetized for videos we never monetize. Absorbs. Infinite astral projection. I wonder how they're gonna be doing. I don't know if it's your kind of game, but try out Star Sector. It's cool, Cooper. I'll try it out. Why not? Not the mental breakdown. I'm always in the 270. That puts us at 540 total, which is awesome. Okay, so that was a lot of information that I did not take in like I should have. So we're just going to go forward. I'll probably die a lot, but that's okay. I'm not sure how it's going to work in terms of like controlling all of the characters. That'll be a little interesting. I'm not sure if it'll be like they're kind of on autopilot or what. So I have to awaken the legacy. Answer who's also in sync. Okay, so it's like they're drawing on power from their ancestors and those that have been before them. And everybody has like a specific kind of trait to them that they're focusing on. Okay. Come to know yourself better. So I've got to be able to unlock all this stuff to get more allies. So this should be interesting. The reason Zama exists. Bye, David. So proud of you. Yes, please do a spiral stream. I will try. My PS4 does not want to hook up to the internet, so I might just have to move a TV in here. And because this is the only place that my modem will reach, so I might have to move my PS4 and a TV in here. So the main thing is I gotta go out and figure out what my strengths are. Vengeful spider. So it's a little different, right? The iconography is different, the mythology is different, but the story is very similar, and it's kind of a similar story structure that occurs in mythology, right? The story of like improvement, the hero's journey. It's a pretty, I don't want to say universal because that's very broad and sweeping, but a lot of mythologies have the hero's journey kind of story structure to them, or at least have stories that respond to that. Ground and air combat. Okay, so this... on her HUD. Okay, so I do that. Oh, I just gotta try doing it here. Okay. So I just kind of call out to her. I can help you when I'm back in town. A PS4 setup will be easy. That would be great. That would be awesome. We would have to clean out this place, which is probably for the best. And we could actually have me set up in a chair rather than sitting cross-legged on the ground. That would be good. All things that would be beneficial for a streamer to have. Oh. Okay, Nama... I don't know about this. Taking strangers, a prisoner. I don't know about that. Feels pain, but he can't die. Oh, gosh. I like her, but I don't know. Okay, so combos. This is very much the Street Fighter, right, kind of thing. Okay, so X up, X up A. Okay. Okay, I am... Okay. Okay, let's try this again. X up A. Oh, okay. I get it. Hopefully. Maybe. We will see. There we go. Okay. Oh. So then I go down. Oh, I can, like, overdraw? Oh! I did not know I could do that. I probably should have paid attention last time. That would have made things a lot easier. And then I can do the core. Okay, I'm getting this. I'm getting it now. I'm not sure how to... Okay. Press back. I'm like stuck here and I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. A, and then X, and then X, X, X. Yep, so I've done that one. I don't understand, though, what's going on and why I cannot get out of here. So I'm just going to do a big old combo and see what happens. Press back to speak to Nala. Oop. Okay. I am not sure what is going on here. So I'm not necessarily the best live streamer. That is okay, because I don't know what's going on. Press back to speak to Nama. Maybe I should just try doing this. What am I doing? This is kind of a nightmare. Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. I figured it out. So we are going to go ahead, coming into our second hour here. I think we're still at 270, so hopefully I can convince some people to come and donate, but we will see. You'll need a clue to manage your inventory. Which clue are... Okay. Escape. Cool. Okay, so now we're getting to... Clue will show where the merchants in this area are. Let's do this thing. Time for some shopping. Details. There is a lot to this game. Way more than I expected. Okay, so let's just try it out. So it looks like these are things I can, like, place in my... So I don't need any of those because I've already got some equipped. Let's buy that. I want better gear. Okay. The world map. Look for other merchants. Okay. Whoop. Where am I going? I'm up here. Guys, I had a cup of coffee before doing this, and I'm still... Can I jump? Oh, I must have had to go out there. Okay. Let's try this thing. This game is nice. I just don't think... I don't know. I'm like interested in what's going on, and that does not necessarily lend itself well to a live stream, you know? So I've got to figure out what the heck's going on. Okay. Let's go out here, if I can. Where do I go down there? There we go. Haha! I figured it out. That's right. I'm good at games. I figured it out. Okay. So, other merchants. Let's talk to this guy. He can probably... Roots and leaves. Let's get a couple of these. I'm good on the rest of those. Oh, I can't do astral projection. Astral body projection. Oh, here we go. Let's get that. That will be good. Go see Nama. Okay. So that is all done. We are good to go in terms of that. So now we gotta talk to Nama. Let's go. Let's do this thing. I'm all out of water. Okay, let's do this. Whoop. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, and let's get into... Let's go beyond the AP limit. Now that I actually know what that means, it's always good to actually know how a game works. before you start, playing it. Oh. Okay. Ah! Oh, thanks, John. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And no worries about being late. There is better late than never. No worries. You're doing lots of good stuff too. So, all right, time to unleash my honor. There we go. Oh, there we go. I've figured out how to do this now. I'm proud of myself. I am proud of myself for half paying attention and then somehow also doing okay. So it looks like now we're probably going to be able to go out into the world. The king of the Esau tribe. There are no chosen ones. There are only those who accept the weight of their legacy. I like that. I think that's a good thing because, right, a lot of stories, it's like, oh, you're the person that will save the world, and it just happens. But it's a good idea, because it also includes, right, there's no such thing as a chosen one. It's, you got to put the work into it. Not in like the capitalistic kind of way, but like in order to be successful or good at achieving a skill, right, you have to put work into it, right? There's naturally gifted people, but who don't truly love themselves. Oh. Things are getting spicy. Things are getting crazy. Things are getting cuckoo bananas. Okay. I like how there's just a GPS in here. Yeah, it does look cool to just talk to people, too. I know where you are. I like the GPS. Everybody loves a little anachronism here and there, right? Stuff that's out of place in the time period, but I love it. Explore the full area on the map. Use Alice to hover with the cursor over the different area. Oh, cool. Okay. I like the way he jumps. That's fun. What's back here, I wonder? The music also is really good in this, too. Right? It's not, like, invasive, but it's very... I don't know. It just sounds cool. Fits really well with what we're trying to do. What the game's going for. Excuse me. This is the first time I've talked for this long, for like this amount of time and so long, that my throat is just getting so sore. So I took some, speak to the other guy. So I took some ibuprofen, but it is not helping. Illegal immigrants! I see what they're making a social commentary. Good for them. Ugh. Guess I'm gonna have to find a way around. Who's this person? Oh, Nizita. Looks promising. Ooh, so this is cool. So I learned this from doing my research about Papers, Please. And when she's talking about authorization, I believe it's called the cult of authorization. What is it? Ooh, I forgot the term. Oh, this is bad. I haven't read that essay in a while, and it needs to be ready for July 1st for publication. Oopsie. But anyways, right, the cult of authorization, or verification, cult of verification, that's what they call it. And it's kind of well illuminated here, like, the idea that your identity, your identity can only be true because of the official government documents you have, right? So it's like you're not truly yourself unless you have a passport or like an ID card or a social security number or whatever. That you can't be yourself unless you truly have those, and that other people cannot approve your identity unless you have those, is called the cult of verification. And that's used to great effect in Papers, Please, obviously, because that game's all about that. But this, they just, kind of show that in action in the game, where the characters from Zama, they're like, we don't have this. We don't need papers in Zama for people to come and go. So that is kind of another way of thinking, which a lot of people would argue, right? The cult of verification is that I need tea. I do need tea. I did shave before the stream. I shaved a lot. Travis, you're so rude. Ugh. They're already getting in trouble. They're already getting in fights. Here we go. Of course. Let's get this. Anyway, so like I was saying, this idea that your identity can only exist because of these government documents is relatively new in the course of history. Let's do this. Oh. They're already getting in fights. Ugh. Ooh, that's cool. Floating platforms and everything. Yeah. These guys, nothing. I wonder if I can go up there. I can't. Okay. Yeah, I do not deserve experience points for that. Because that was pretty simple. Enzo, lay off. Calm down. I'm gonna see. Oh, I can't go back there. He needs to chill. I like how high he can jump. That's fun. I've always been a fan. Like, I've always been the player who, like, when I'm playing Legend of Zelda, for example, I always do the roll when I'm running, right? I always do that fun stuff. So I'm definitely going to be jumping every single second I can. The Tracus. Well, I'm hoping to get to $300 then. That's my goal, right? We're not quite on track to what we had last time, but that is okay. Lots of people gave last time. Great work, everybody. And if we can get up to 300, I think that will still be a lot of great work that we could do for people. What I really enjoy about this, what We are at $320. Hell yeah. Yeah. Or as they would say on Jersey Shore, yeah, buddy. I've been watching like live TV online, and of course all of the ads for live TV are all the same. They're all for Siesta Key, and they're all for Jersey Thursdays, or as they call them, Jersdays. So that is unfortunately in my mind a lot these days. These backdrops are cool too, right? They have custom, I shouldn't say custom, but they've made each segment of the map have their own background when it comes to having like a fight. So that's cool. Whereas in a lot of other games, you just kind of see the generic backgrounds or whatever. But this one, even in the forest, like each section of the forest has its own unique fighting area. That's cool. Oh, I'm low. I should probably go into this mode. I'm getting this. I'm getting it. I kind of want to save the big moves until, you know, we get to the bigger fights, because if I just use it every time, it feels just like kind of a win button. So again, great music for this section. Whoever their music guy, or I should say guy, whoever their music person is does a really great job of you know, creating a track that has like a specificity to it. This is something we talked about a little bit in our music episode, which will be coming up a little later on in the month of July. The game, right? So when you're composing music for a game, it's got to feel specific to the game that you're writing or crafting the music for. So you want it to be able to sound memorable, but it has to be able to exist kind of within the game world. It has to make sense for why, even if it's just background music, it has to kind of make sense with the overall environment that you're trying to craft with the game as a whole. So, right, so this game is able to craft music that kind of fits the environments, but it still all melds together. It all still feels like one complete world. You know, the music kind of like crafts the seams of the world together in many ways. Oh, what's this floating thing? I think that's a fast point. I like a travel point. Okay, what do we gotta do? The teleportation clue. I wish there was a way I could like attack like the overworld creatures to make it a little easier for me in battle. But what can you do? The Aurion is there to be used. This game is reading me, telling me, sweetie, you're supposed to use the moves we give you. That's what they're saying. And I have not used them, so there we go. I got some bread. Let's get that bread. There we go. Okay, so let's climb these walls now. Change your climb direction to left or right. Huh. Okay. So, kind of connecting the gameplay of the battle to the overworld. climbing reduces the stamina. Okay. Oh! Oh, I get it now. Okay, I was being dumb. I get it now. Oh! Whoopsie! Gotta wait for my stamina to come back up again because I could not do that correctly, even though it was very simple. So, my bad. There we go. Yep. So, my stamina is depleting faster than I thought it would. Let's get some of that bread going. Shoot, 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 shoot. Why did I do that? Okay. Let's try this once more. Whoop. Why am I... What if I die because of this? Oh boy. Okay. Let's do it. Or not. Okay. Why am I struggling with this again? It's literally climbing a wall, so I should not be struggling with this. Why? What? Can I eat bread while I'm like... Okay, yes I can. So I gotta do that. There we go. Okay. So I figured out how to climb walls, so that's cool. I'm finally able to do that. Finally able to kind of do something with my life. So that's cool. Oh, those little guys are back now too. There we go. There we go. Enzo, alright, so Enzo's kind of being rude to Erin, and that's just not cool. He's been rude to her all trip. I'm not into that. Yet she's still saving him. She's still helping out like a trooper. Got some more bread. Good. You guys, I'm so happy that we've been able to get over $300. Oh, a Kuroba. I like how they just automatically give you the aptitudes. Like, they don't require you to consume the item. It's just they give it to you. Which is really nice. Banco Banyo. Alright, time to get this guy. Oh! I'm gonna save your fight before fighting an Aurionic. That is a casual way of saying you're probably gonna lose, so like you might wanna like save. Oh, this is cool. This has got a little bend to it, kind of like the Astral Observatory in Smash Bros. keep using the wrong button. There we go. 7:30. Still at 320. So if we can get that up at all, that'd be great. I see some people watching. I see y'all. Somebody just left. Somebody has left the chat. Okay. Let's do this. Oh! I can use it. There we go. I did not know I had that stored up. So that's cool. And so it stores and it stays with you over the battles. So you can keep it stored up. That's cool. Because how a lot of RPGs work is that kind of thing, you know, doesn't stay over battle. You can only kind of build that up in the battle that you're within. That helps you with the strategy as well. Okay. So since they told me to save, I should probably save. And we'll see what's going on. Laurel Benny. I should do some more research about this. I wonder if... I bet there's kind of... I guess I shouldn't say that. I wonder if this is, like, based off of, like, mythology. If it's based off of, like, here's, like, the environment that we live nearby. Like, and we're going to kind of use that as inspiration. I wonder. Oh, this guy does not look... Looks like a, you know... I don't know what I was gonna say. Oh, he's gonna beat me up. Okay. Let's go save these people. Let's do this. I can't really snap because it's so sweaty in here. What am I doing now? There we go. Oh! And oh! Let's do this. I like the monkey just hanging out in the background. Norbert Corals. Your perversion stops here. Ooh! Okay. I must use it to finish up Shaka's Wrath. Anything for you, Aaron. Oh, I want to use the Wrath. Okay. There we go. Yep. Okay. Here we go. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Okay. I should probably... Oh, boy. Sorry, I'm just so focused on this right now. I cannot provide cultural commentary. There we go. So I don't know if this is if there's supposed to be like a double entendre with this. There we go. I'm good. Get good. Get going. Get good. So we just defeated this weird, strange guy. So that was interesting. Excuse me. Yes! Say it out loud. Say it for the back. Enzo's gotta stop. He's gotta stop being He's gotta stop thinking with his head. He's gotta think... Wait, no. He's gotta think with his head and his heart at the same time. Down to the left. Okay. Onezita. Aurion. Ugh. They're paid by the city to round up illegal immigrants, just like somebody else I know. AKA ICE. Mm-hmm. Southeast. Jump all the way down. Okay. Can I just... Down jump, okay. Okay. We want to find all the clues we can. There we go. Cures dead disease. That's good to know. This is all really seamless too, right? It's very easy to kind of understand how to switch between these different modes. Because in other games they could... Oh. Bye. It could be like needlessly complicated. But this game just makes it very streamlined, which I appreciate. Oh. Not what I want. Well, kind of what I wanted. Southeast, huh? Where's my objective? Okay, that is. Okay. For some reason it won't let me over there, though. Must have to go this way. Oh, okay. Wait, that's not where I want to go, though. I want to go to the right. Yeah. Hopefully this does not harm me. Okay. Woo! Oh! There we go. Yeah, it does feel like a really cohesive world. Like, it all... Like, it all makes sense. Combine dodges and attacks in every direction to paralyze your opponents. It all just, like, fits together really well, right? And, again, this is something we kind of talked about in the music episode, which you'll hear soon on our channel in a couple of weeks. It's all about, like, having the vision, right? Having the idea of what you want your game to look like and what you want it to be and kind of what you want it to evince and what you want it to really focus on. And I think a lot of... That's something that, working in a smaller studio, that kind of grants you the ability to do that. To work with a smaller team of developers means you can all communicate about what you actually want your game to look like, what you want it to... Like, what's the main message and goal behind it? And you don't get that a lot necessarily with your AAA games, because so much of that is focused on... I don't feel like fighting right now. So much of that is focused on, let's create something that's going to sell a lot of money, and you can have... Even, I mean, in those large, development studios, you can still have something that, like, makes sense. But it's just as often that you kind of get stuck with something like, say, like, comparing, like, Fallout New Vegas to Fallout 4, for example, where it's like, Fallout New Vegas makes more sense in terms of the artistic vision behind it, whereas Fallout 4 is... I'm not saying, like, you necessarily have to like both games, but Fallout New Vegas has definitely a clearer idea behind what it's trying to do. And those two games are kind of easy to pick apart because one of them is developed... They're both developed by different studios, right? So, one studio is better than the other. Let's just say that. I must stay focused. Gotcha. Okay, so I want to get rid of the trainer first. Not what I wanted. Come on, there we go. There we go. Bethesda made 4. And it's the general consensus that the one that Bethesda made was not as good. Because Bethesda is a very questionable development company. I was playing my, because I'm Alta Snipes. I'm being bombarded from all sides. There was a game that, so I used to be in Quiz Bowl, and I was playing online. I was playing this, like, online tournament they're doing because obviously they can't host their usual conference that they do. So to make money, they're doing this online tournament, and one of the questions was about Fallout 76, and they talked about how much everybody did not like it. And that was one of the clues. And I'm like, a game that came out last year that was really disappointing that a lot of people didn't like, I can probably guess what that is. Because, like, it's just, like, not even functional at this point in time, right? Again, some studios, and I would say this game is much more in the line of studios that actually care about the product that they're making, or at least that kind of ethos is encouraged by the executives and the higher-ups of the studios. Whereas you can tell with something like Fallout 76, just from seeing the gameplay of it, that there's not really an investment into the game itself, right? The company is interested in exploiting their workers, first of all, and then making their workers, create something that is the bare minimum that will sell a lot of copies. Because it doesn't even matter if they get public backlash, as long as they get people buying their stuff, it doesn't matter to them. But you can tell in a game like this, and what I appreciate about it is that it's so... You can tell that there is an investment in it from the company. You can tell that from the people who, wrote the dialogue to the people that kind of focused on gameplay, there's a vision that they want to do, that they have to what they want to make. So, I cannot talk right now, that's okay. It's a vehicle for a brand. That is a good way to say it, right? And I would argue that's also what's happening to Pokemon, and has been happening to Pokemon for a long time, is that the Pokemon company really only cares about the brand, right? And I would say with Game Freak too, that's kind of what's becoming, is that they want a brand to sell things to, because, for example, with Pokemon, they sell a lot more and they make a lot more with merchandise and with like selling their IPs to other companies to make stuff, right? Than they do from the video games directly. So, and this is what you see a lot with Disney and Marvel happening now. You are starting to see a lot with video games where the brand is more important than the game. And what's really nice is that other major... Nintendo is unfortunately kind of following in this route in some parts of development, but you still see great games being, Nintendo still makes great games. So Super Mario Odyssey and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, those are both games that were both fantastic, and like maybe it'll help them sell stuff, but they're still interested in making it a good, solid game experience. And with stuff like Bethesda, with stuff like Game Freak, you're starting to see that for them. I mean, Bethesda's always been questionable, let's be honest. But you're really starting to see it with these game companies now. It's like they're more interested in creating a game to sell a product associated with the game rather than actually creating a good game themselves. And that's what you see happening with Disney and Marvel movies as well, right? They're more interested in creating a cinematic universe where they can sell lunchboxes and, plushies of porgs and all that stuff, and they want to have a film because the film is integral towards developing the brand, but the reason why the film exists in the first place is to carry the brand, right? Rather than creating a film that they want to be, I don't know, right? The goal is not to make a film, the goal is to sell a product after the film is over. And that's why you see a lot of these movies are just the same thing over and over again. And there is, for people, right, there is a lot of solace in familiar story structures, right? We know that. But the fact is that, it's not even the story structures are the same, it's that the method of acting, it's the method of directing, right? It's all the same thing over and over and over again. To where, like, you might have two different characters with two different stories, but the plot is going to be basically exactly the same. You can kind of already see in advance when the plot beats are going to happen. You can already tell Loki's going to come back yet again, right? That's what's refreshing about this story, is that there's an investment in this story and in these characters. And, like, it might not be the most necessarily complex story in the world, and I don't think it has to be. But it has to have investment within the people who are creating it. There has to be that in order to make a game that actually means something to what people want. So that's what I appreciate about it. that's what I appreciate about this game, is that the vision behind it is as important as, I don't know. The vision behind it isn't important, and the people that are doing it that are creating this game have a desire to make it good, which unfortunately we don't see from a lot of game studios anymore. I shouldn't say a lot, but many. And it's really a kind of a top-down kind of thing. And this relates to what we talked about in terms of why aren't there more, people, black creators and developers that are being chosen. It's because for... Oh, traps are disabled. Sweet. For a lot of these companies, right, it's Bethesda changed their logo to Rainbow Worship. Except the Middle East. Yes, I have. Again, it's all about the dollars. Right, so now that supporting Pride is popular, Bethesda's going to do it, but obviously in the Middle East, where there's a perception, I'm not even going to say it's a necessarily reality, because I can't say for certain in the Middle East what every LGBTQ person over there is experiencing. Right, but their perception of the Middle East is that it's not as welcoming, or Pride isn't as popular, or whatever you want to say. So they're not going to do that. Which again kind of comes back, I would say that also ties into the conversation of black creators and developers last time. It's not in their economic interest, because for them, they don't really care about having an artistic vision, right? And having an investment in black creators means you have to allow people to have that artistic vision, which these creators and these heads of these companies don't really have an interest in. So like to them, having those stories, those lived experiences, does not matter, because they don't want to be really creating art of any kind. I am glad we can all make fun of Bethesda together, because they need to be. They need to be every single day of our lives, let's be honest. I've played Skyrim for 150 hours in my life, and unfortunately, I probably enjoyed every single one of those hours. And that says a lot about who I am as a person. What can you do? What can you do? Oh, is this bird gonna attack me? Okay, good. But yeah. I like this kind of platforming also kind of reminds me a little bit of like the Disney platformers, of the 90s era too. It's got kind of the same vibe as like the platforming of like Aladdin, for example, which I like. Oh, shit. This is not good. Oh, God. Human trafficking. We gotta go. Oh, he's gonna bury all these people. That's sad. right, let's get this. I'll get my gear all ready to go. There we go. Okay. Trav, do we have a final total? Are we still at 320 right now? Because I still think that's a good rate to be at. But we're winding down, I should say, on the Game Detectives live stream. And I think we're going to be at 320, which is still pretty good, to be honest. Ooh. These guys are... 320 is our total. That is still really great. And I'm still really proud and happy that we were able to raise so much. Because this is going to mean a lot to a lot of people. So then we'll have $640 total. Oh. Here we go. $640 after my contribution. Yep. Looks like... I think we're gonna... I think it's cool that they kind of flip the script on it almost, and it's like his powers are coming because he's not actually like the best he can be, which is kind of interesting because you kind of fully accept the idea, like when you play a game, that as you gain more abilities, you become stronger. And in this way, like he's kind of like, well, you got this ability because you're angry, but then also like you're asking for it because you're not powerful yourself. It's an interesting kind of not catch 22, but interesting like irony there, which I think is something that could be explored maybe a little more overtly in a game, right? The idea that like the power-ups that you receive is actually because you're like weak on the inside in a way. Interesting. Well, I think before I get into this, I'm gonna call it good. Then because I don't want to get started in the middle of something and then end our live stream. So packed speaker. Okay. Cool. Okay. Well, thank you everybody for joining me and going through this with me and donating. I think it's really awesome, and we're going to raise $640 for groups that really need the money. I know the Act Blue fund is hoping to get over $15 million, and right now I think they're around like 14,200,000. So it might seem like $640 is small in like comparison to everything that needs to be done. But even if it's just something that we as a group can like send over to people that need it, that's $640 that people can use better, I think, than we can, right, individually for ourselves. So what we're doing is really vital work, and what we're doing is really great, and I really appreciate everybody spending the time to watch me play these games, try out doing live streaming for the first time, and donating to these causes that need it. And we'll do great things with it, better than we could. So thank you, everybody, for joining me. Again, thank you. And I really hope that this can inspire other people to think about what they can do to help raise funds for this. I literally thought of this in the shower randomly one day, and it just kind of came to me, and I think it worked out pretty well. So thank you again, everybody, and think about what you can do to help out as well. This is one great way to do it. It's only one way, though, so there's plenty of other things you can do. So again, I know I've said this 5 times already, but thank you for watching. And if you are a random person who is watching this live stream like 10 weeks after this is aired and it's now on our YouTube channel, and you want to donate, all of these accounts will still be open. So, and again, I will match anything that comes into these accounts. So if you want to donate still after today, go for it. And feel free to let your voice be heard. So thank you again, everybody, and have a good night. Stay safe, and stay empathetic for people in this world is what we need. Thank you.